Alright YouTube, what's going on? It's Hightower 5000 here today, bringing you a Rokcing Out quest guide. The requirements for this quest are 60 agility, 63 thieving, 66 crafting, 69 smithing, and you must have also completed the Great Brain Robbery. The items required are 3 pieces of pirate clothing which can be bought at the Grand Exchange, 2 bronze wires, a fishbowl helmet and also diving apparatus. If you've lost these, go ahead and speak to the captain on the pier in Port Phasmatys. Either a Ghostspeak amulet or Cramulet, 1 piece of charcoal, bring a hammer, tool belt will not work, at least 20 coins. It's also recommended you bring an Ectophial for fast teleportation and the ring of Charos A. Finally, once you're ready, you want to make your way to the pub in Port Phasmatys. So once you arrive at Aqua's start point, you want to go ahead and speak with Bill Teach. Select option number 1, speak about Rokcing Out. And that will now be the quest started. So from here you want to make your way to the southeast of Remington, which is shown on screen. The best way of getting there is by using the Port Phasmatys lodestone and then running west. Once you arrive, you want to enter into the building and then you want to go ahead and speak with the customs sergeant. Select option number 1, I am a mighty pirate. Select option number 2, is this a trick? That ship was sunk. Select option number 1, not likely, I served on that fine pirate vessel. There's then a deposit locker against the wall which you want to go ahead and store all your items in. You're just going to deposit everything in your inventory. This also unfortunately includes everything you are wearing as well. Once everything is deposited, you want to go ahead and re-speak with the customs sergeants. And then you'll be taken away and arrested. So once you're in the jail cell, you want to shout through the barred window to your east. There should be a tin cup at your feet. Go ahead and pick this up. Use this on the jail door 3 times. So you then want to go ahead and tap the pipes on the eastern wall of your cell. You will then receive a pipe in your inventory. So you want to go ahead and shout through your cell door until you receive a quill, paper and ink. You then want to go ahead and use your quill on the ink bottle to get an inky quill. You then want to go ahead and use the inky quill on the paper. You then want to select option number 1, write a note to Ralph. Quick note, if you do lose the paper for some reason, you can ask the guard for more. You then want to go ahead and use the note on the barred window at the east side of your cell. So you want to go just out the back of your cell to the north and then search the rubble. You'll then find oddly an accordion. You then want to shout through the door once more. You'll then be given another piece of paper. This time with the paper you want to go ahead and use the ink bottle on it. This will then give you inky paper. You then want to go back outside. You then want to go ahead and use your ink bottle on the sharp rock. You will then have a smashed bottle in your inventory. You then want to use the smashed bottle on the accordion, and then you want to go ahead and use the pipe on the accordion. You then want to go ahead and use the inky paper on the accordion. This will then give you a vacuum pump. You then want to go ahead and use your fishy prisoner uniform top on the perch rock, which is just to the northeast of your jail cell. Once the seagull appears, you then want to right click and use the vacuum pump on this perched rock. This will then give you a vacuum pump and gull. You then want to return into your cell. You want to go ahead and use the vacuum pump and gull on the barred window to the east of your cell. You then want to go ahead and shout through the barred window. You then want to exit out of your cell and then head to the east of the island. There should then be a pier, and at the end of the pier you should be able to dive. Select option number 1, dive. And then you will swim and arrive on Cramulet. So from here you want to head to any bank you want to, ideally one close to Lodestone. The best one would probably be Edgeville or the Elf City. So you want to withdraw from the bank a hammer, 2 bronze wires, your pirate clothing, diving apparatus, fishbowl helmet, and your Ghostspeak amulet or Cramulet. I'd also recommend bringing the ring of Charos A and also your Ectophial if you have one. From here you need to make your way to the north of Port Phasmatys. The best way of getting there is by either using the Canifis lodestone or using the Ectophial. Once you arrive at Pirate Pete, you want to right click on him and then quick travel. So from Pirate Pete you want to head down and then to your west. You then want to go ahead and speak with Captain Braindeath. Select option number 1, talk about Rokcing Out. He should then give you 5 items. So from here we need to head to the bar to the north of Port Sarim. The best way of getting there is by either using the Port Sarim lodestone or the Draenor lodestone. So once you arrive at the pub you want to enter in. There should then be a bartender behind the bar. Go and speak with him. Select option number 2, ask about rum. You then need to go ahead and speak with the bartender again. Select option number 3, I'll have a drink, and you have one too. You'll roughly have to do this about 5 times. So you then want to leave the pub. Once outside, just go ahead and put on any one of the 5 disguises. You then want to go into the bar. Go ahead and re-speak with the bartender. Select option number 2, ask about rum. You then want to go back outside and you basically just want to go ahead and repeat this with all 5 of the disguises. and then eventually on the 5th time he'll admit that he should get some in. You then want to quickly go back outside and take off all disguises. You then want to go back into the pub and re-speak with the bartender. Select option number 2, ask about rum. He will then give you an order slip. You then want to exit out of the pub. You then want to head just a little bit south and then you should see Redbeard Frank. Go ahead and speak with him. Select option number 3, speak about Rokcing Out. So from here you need to return to the north of Port Phasmatys. Once you arrive back at the pier, you want to go ahead and quick travel with Pirate Pete. You then want to head a little bit south and then go along to your west to Captain Brain Death. Select option number 1, talk about Rokcing Out. So from here you want to go back over to the dock a little bit to your east and then north. You then want to go ahead and quick travel with Pirate Pete. You then want to run south and enter into Port Phasmatys. Once you're in the town, you want to head to your east along to the docks. And then you want to head along to the furthest east ship. Once you get to it, you want to cross the gangplank and then there should be Belteach who you want to go ahead and speak to. Select option number 1, speak about Rokcing Out. You then want to right click on Belteach and select Travel. Once you arrive, you want to cross the gangplank. Just to your north there should be Brother Tranquility. Go ahead and speak with him. Select option number 3, talk about the letter for Frank. From here you need to return to Redbeard Frank on Port Sarim dock just south of the pub. The best way of getting there is by using the Port Sarim lodestone. Once you arrive back at Redbeard Frank, go ahead and speak with him. Select option number 3, speak about Rokcing Out. From here you need to head back to the north of Port Phasmatys. This time before you go ahead and board the boat, you want to go ahead and wear all 3 pieces of pirate uniform. You then want to right click and quick travel with Pirate Pete. You then want to return to Captain Brain Death. Except this time you're not actually going to talk to him and you want to go south through the distillery. You then want to climb down the staircase to the south. Just to your south there should be Captain Donny. This is the zombie dressed up as a pirate slash captain. From here you then want to head up to your northwest. You then want to go ahead and open the gate. You will get interrupted by 50% Luke. You then want to go ahead and search the crates until you get a piece of charcoal. You then want to go back through the gate. You then want to go ahead and use this piece of charcoal on 50% Luke. From here you need to return to Redbeard Frank in Port Sarim, just south of the pub. Once you return to Redbeard Frank, go ahead and speak with them. Select option number 3, speak about Rokcing Out. You'll then be given Frank's mark. So from here you want to return to Port Phasmatys and to Bill Teach, who's on the most eastern boat in the docks. Once you reach Bill Teach, you want to go ahead and speak with him. Once you arrive at Bill Teach, you want to go ahead and speak with him. Select option number 1, speak about Rokcing Out. So you want to go ahead and right click on Bill Teach and then hit travel. Once you arrive at the island, you then want to go ahead and cross the gangplank. You then want to head north. And you want to go past the first pub and you want to enter into the northern pub. You then want to go ahead and climb up the bamboo ladder. You then want to go ahead and speak with 50 ships Mufasa. Select option number 1, yes, where do I sign up? You then want to go ahead and speak with Brass Hand Harry, who should just be walking around beside us. You then want to go ahead and take apart the 5 broken hands you have in your inventory. Note you can go ahead and drop the 5 beers. You then want to go ahead and use all the pieces on the main hand. You then want to go ahead and solve the puzzle. It's quite simple, you just need to go ahead and use the arrows really. Go ahead and place the hand in position. If you feel you've got all the pieces correct like I did and nothing is happening, just go ahead and rotate one of the 2 bottom pieces. Those are the ones you probably got wrong just because it's so difficult to determine which way they should be facing. Once you've completed the brass hand, go ahead and re-speak with Brass Hand Harry. He will then give you an ink pad. You want to go ahead and use the ink pad on the brass hands. This will then give you an inky hand. You then want to go ahead and use this on the blank piece of paper. And this should give you Brass Hand Harry's mark. So for this next part we need to weigh under 28 kilograms. As you can see, I am under that. You should be under that because you should roughly have similar items as me. You can go ahead and bank some stuff if you really want to, however you must keep both parts of your diving equipment, your Ghostspeak Amulet or Cramulet, at the bare minimum. From here you want to re-enter the building and climb back down the ladder. You then want to return to the boat to the very south of the islands. You then want to cross the gangplank and then enter onto the boat where you should see Bill Teach. You want to go ahead and right click on him and then travel. You then want to cross the gangplank and you'll be back in Port Phasmatys. You then want to go just a little bit to your south. You want to go ahead and equip your Ghostspeak Amulet or Cramulet. There should then be a Ghost Captain there which you want to go ahead and right click on and travel. Once you arrive you'll be at Dragon Tooth Islands. You then want to travel up to the northeast of the islands. And then there should be a chain which you want to go ahead and dive just up against the water. Make sure for this you have your fishbowl on and your diving apparatus. So you then want to swim to your northeast. You should then see Karama Thulhu. You can identify this fish by a yellow mark on your minimap. You want to go ahead and try catch. So from here you then want to head over to the ship. You then want to go ahead and climb up the stairs. You then want to go ahead and open the chest. And then you'll get a crowbar. You then want to climb back down the stairs. And then you want to climb down the ladder at the other side of the mast. You then want to go to the west of the ship and you want to go ahead and dig the mess up against the western wall of the ship. You want to go ahead and use your crowbar on it. You then want to go ahead and dig the mess. You then want to go ahead and take idle. From here you then just want to swim out to the south of the ship. You then want to head back down to the south of the area where there should be an anchor which you want to go ahead and climb up. This will take us back to Dragon Tooth Island. You then just want to head down to your southwest and then you should see the Ghost Captain which you want to go ahead and travel with. Again, you'll have to have your Ghost Amulet or Cramulet on for. You then want to just head back up to the boat to your north and then cross the gangplank. You then want to go ahead and speak with Bill Teach. Select option number 1, speak about Rokcing Out. And then you should be given Bill Teach's mark. So from here we need to head to Brimhaven and go to the Agility Arena. That is located southeast of the docks. The best way of getting there is by either chartering a ship to Brimhaven or Massa Point, or alternatively you could use the Kramja lodestone. Once you arrive you want to go ahead and speak with Captain Izzy Nobeard. Select option number 1, talk about Rokcing Out. From here you need to head back to the Customs Sergeant in Remington where we were at the start of the quest. Once you arrive back at the Customs Sergeant, you want to go ahead and deposit everything in your inventory and everything you're wearing. You then want to go ahead and talk to the Customs Sergeants. You'll then be re-arrested. You then want to go ahead and search the bed that you are standing on. You should then get a crude lockpick. You then want to go ahead and use it on the cell door. You then want to go ahead and use it on the customs officer. You then want to go ahead and kill the 2 customs officers that come over to attack you. Note, you can use prayers if you do have any. You then want to go ahead and pick up their mithril scimitars and then their custom uniforms. You then want to go ahead and put this on. You then want to head round to the other side of the central room and you want to open the door and then climb up this spiral staircase. You then want to continue to climb up the stairs. You then want to go ahead and open the door. You then want to go ahead and search the cabinets until you find a file about Wanda the Fish and take it. These files are in alphabetical order. So basically in the room everything is done in alphabetical order, so as you can see right now I'm at K and L. If I go ahead and search the next cabinet, then it's at I and J. This is different for every player, so it might be the same as me, it might not be, but you just need to basically go ahead and try and find Wanda the Fish. For me, Wanda the Fish was in the central bunch of cabinets in the most northeastern one out of that group. You then want to select option number 1, yes, Wanda the Fish when you have found it. You then want to go ahead and speak with the locker officer. You should then receive this brooch. From here you need to return to Cap and Izzy No Beard to receive his mark. Once you arrive back, go ahead and speak with, select option number 1, talk about Rokcing Out, and then you should get Izzy's mark. So from here you need to make your way to a bank, it doesn't matter which one. Once you're at the bank, you want to go ahead and withdraw the remaining 4 marks to give you 5 marks in total. You do not want to withdraw anything else. From here we need to return to the Customs Sergeant in Remington. So once you arrive back at the Customs Sergeant, you want to go ahead and speak with him. He's then going to give you a file. You want to go ahead and use all the marks on this file. You then want to go ahead and re-speak with him. You then want to speak with him once more. So once you're back at the island, you want to go ahead and search the bed. This will give you another crude lockpick. You then want to go ahead and use your crude lockpick on the door. You then want to go ahead and kill one of the customs officers to get the uniform and weapon. You don't actually need to kill both of them. There's also a possibility when you're coming out the jail cell that it might say that either the crude lockpick or the door is rusty. Just keep trying, and eventually it will unlock. So once you've got yourself a disguise, you want to go ahead and make your way up through the prison. You want to make your way back up to the top floor. You then want to open the door. You then want to go ahead and talk to the locker officer. You'll then be given a file. You then want to open the door and then go back down to your cell. You simply just want to open the door to get back into your cell. You then want to shout through the barred window to young Ralph. And there we go, so congratulations, you've completed Rokcing Out. You're rewarded with 2 quest points, 25,000 thieving, smithing, crafting and agility XP, free access to the agility arena, the ability to catch pirate implings and steal from customs lockers, and also 2 treasure hunter keys. Thanks for watching, please leave a like, rating, subscribe if you are new around here. Go down into the description below, check out my other quest series playlist where I'm sure I'll be able to help you out with another quest. And that's all for this video, so thank you very much for watching. My name is Hightower 5000 and I'm out. Adios.